Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Alex. What's up, Alex?
Greetings, everyone. I'm still alive.
All right, dude. I'm glad for that. That's a morbid statement to say. But what did you want to ask me about Spider-Man? You wanted to talk about Spider-Man?
Well, the question is, I've watched the trailer myself, and it just felt like more of like some questions are left unanswered of how he got back, and we can't.
Here's the thing. They can't. You have to understand the logistics of it. This is a different company. This is Sony. Okay.
Yeah.
The MCU is with Disney, and Disney needs to explain the end game with Avengers and Thanos. And because these movies are on top of each other, this movie takes place minutes after Endgame. But it doesn't dwell on Endgame because it's not about Endgame. It's about Peter Parker's journey after Endgame, where after going through this traumatic experience and all that stuff, the one thing you want to do is you want to put the superhero suit away. You want to hang out with your best people, your friends. You want to forget about the trauma. If somebody died, maybe Tony Stark dies, maybe whatever, and you just want to be with your friends.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when you sign up for the superhero life, you can never just turn it off like a light switch. So that's why in the international trailer, Aunt May packed his spider suit in the bed. Yeah. Because he's going to need it. Now, so that's basically it. And for whatever reason, while he's overseas, there's some weird thing to do with elementals. Now, overall, we know that the villain of the movie is Mysterio. Okay? It's like the comic books where he pulled the con and he tricked everybody and he is the villain really, and all this stuff is an act, or it's not an act, or maybe he has real supervillains using their powers on Spider-Man or whatever, but they're all in line with him. He's the bad guy, ultimately, not the hero defeating the villains. He's trying to make himself look good. He's ultimately the villain. Yeah. Which, that's what Mysterio does. He's the Lord of Illusion, the Master of Illusion. So he's not a magician, like he's not like, the mystic arts or none of that stuff. Doesn't have powers. He was a stuntman in the comics. He made things, and he makes illusions. He makes things, whatever. He has whatever it does, like as a mist or something, makes people think like this. He is a great villain also. And after a while, he built robots to tie in with his illusions. But he's one of I really love him as a villain. He's one of my top Spider-Man villains. Like I something about him, I just love him. So just seeing him in the movie contradicts the things that I don't like. Now, I get that it's another universe. We got to go with this trend. This universe, when we say another universe, you know what? And I'm sorry to disappoint Billy, and I really am, Billy, but he does not have spider sense in this universe. And if you want to say he has spider sense, well, he definitely doesn't have it in the Sony movies, because if that wasn't Tony, that wasn't like Nick Fury, somebody would have shot his friend in the throat. Yeah. So he has no clue. And again, the spider sense is not an entity that, would detect things that he doesn't, like, and it appears on another conscious level. No. So he has no clue what danger it is, and he doesn't have spider sense.
So really, Sony and Marvel are buggered up the entire continent.
They're kind of like doing their own thing. When he appears in the Marvel stuff, he has his spider sense. He's different. Yeah. They're not like going nuts with the students and the Peter Parker life. They're focusing on the Spider-Man life.
Yeah.
With the Spider-Man movies, they're focusing on the Peter Parker life. And I think there isn't enough Spider-Man in Spider-Man. So
yeah,
I am a huge critic because I'm a huge fan and I have tons of comics. And I already, David Blythe had commented, dude, I read it. I know that Ned Leeds was a stand-in for Hobgoblin. I'm talking figuratively. He was a white guy. He was, married Betty. He was a Betty. I know it all, dude. Like I know that. I'm just talking in general. I know it's another universe, but like, I mean, that's the problem with people that, people are gonna think that this is the way it really is, and it isn't.
Yeah. The
Like
thing is,
Mary Jane is not Michelle.
yeah. The thing is, I've never really been like a great follower of Spider-Man, but I've
Right.
always been a massive Iron Man fan. And I remember watching Iron Man 3 and Shane Black completely buggering it all up by destroying the suit.
Like you did the Predator, but yeah.
Yeah. And you think, what? And then in the Avengers, he still, Avengers Return of Ultra, the Ultron one, he got a new suit.
Well, Iron Man always does new suits.
Yeah, I know.
He creates new suits all the time in the comics. That's a constant thing. It's about change, change, change.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I saw is like at the end of Iron Man 3, it was like that was the end of Iron Man.
Well, the thing was, he got his chest fixed.
Yeah.
And supposedly he destroyed all the Iron Man armors, but then he didn't really because, that's the whole thing. It's like he's going to be in Avengers. He's going to do this. They kind of changed gears with that.
Yeah. The thing is, I hate it when some films have their
contradict. Right, they contradict each other. See, my thing with Spider-Man is I want to see what I want to see, and I'm not gonna see it. I mean, I was happy with Sam Raimi. That's what I wanted to see.
The Sam Raimi movies were brilliant.
That's my favorites.
But Spider-Man 3, I wasn't too sure.
Well, that's because Marvel interfered.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing that if they didn't interfere and they didn't force the issue, what would we have? And, while I'm not thrilled with Sandman being a movie, like, I did not agree with that totally. That's Sandman. Yeah. See, to me, like, Sandman, yeah, he's a villain, but I did not agree with him being in a movie right there and then. It could have been so many other choices. Could have the Lizard, could have whatever. But, they did it, and I didn't agree with the way Venom looked either,
Yeah.
But it happens. Far From Home, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot better than Spider-Man Homecoming because it's established. But I'm going to have issues with it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's the point. Now, something I'm not going to have issues with, we had a teaser trailer today to Ghostbusters 3.
Oh, yes, I can't wait to see that.
That is going to be something that I'm going to be loving it 100% and biased and not going to listen to anybody. Because I like the original cast, and yes, I did like the 2016 movie. I'm excited that we're getting what we're always meant to get anyway.
Well, I'm glad Ivan Redmond's son's taking it over.
Right.
Because passing the torch, in a way.
But here's the thing, just because he's taking it over doesn't mean you're going to get what you think you're going to get. It doesn't mean that Bill Murray said yes.
No.
And if Bill Murray didn't say yes, I don't know what it's going to be. But
could you just have Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson?
No. You can't. Regardless of whatever it is, Bill Murray has to be in it.
Right.
The main part of it. If he isn't, they're just putting a sequel to just put a sequel. It's not. Yeah, maybe they'll do an honor to Egon or they'll honor Bill Murray. Like maybe they'll kill him and then we even have a ghost or something. But like they need to like do something, And I think Bill Murray really needs to be in it. But I don't know what the issue is with him now.
Well, at the moment, Bill Murray's doing a lot of all these different type of things.
Yeah, but you make time for this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he needs to just, first of all, hopefully this is good. Hopefully it's scary, like the first one, rated R. Not like PG-13 with goo and dancing with Statue of Liberty and sneakers and the bullshit like that. I don't want to see stuff like that. I want to see like the first one.
Well,
Great.
yeah, well, the
Scary. I
first
want a little
one,
scary though, besides
yeah,
funny.
the first one was just supposed to be a one-off. That was the best part.
Right. First one was
Uh,
great, but then they
yeah.
started getting like politically like cutesy a little bit and for the kids, and it's like, well, it's not real. I mean,
Mm,
yeah, we have fans, but that's not, kind of changed the formula a little bit. I mean, even though I love two,
yeah.
I love one better,
Mm.
but
Well, can I change the subject about Godzilla?
spoilers if you're going to talk about it. Yeah.
Spoilers is that I'm not going to say anything except I am very disappointed in what that picture was released.
Well, here's the thing. Stuff is going to happen,
Yeah,
and you can't really dwell on it like, oh my God, and whatever.
yeah.
You just got to not pay attention to stuff like that. And it's, to me, I asked Chris to tell me what it was. And to
Hmm.
me, I did see that in the trailer, so it wasn't a big thing because I've seen it already, you know. So I mean, I'm just gonna enjoy it when it comes out. I'm excited about it. Um,
Well, in the trailer, what I noticed is that when you had Godzilla in that temple and you had Zerazawa walking up to him, I thought it looked like Godzilla was knackered, like he was just resting there since 2014.
I don't
But
know.
we have to wait and see. But I just wish, if they're releasing pictures, stop spoiling it for us. I want to go into the film with an open mind.
Right.
I just don't want to say like, oh, this and this and this happens, and you think, yeah, but I've already seen that in the Japanese movies.
Yeah. You gotta
But
not pay attention to spoilers. That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
It's
but
spoilers gonna happen all the time.
yeah, but I am looking forward to Rodan. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I just love Rodan completely.
I like what's going on in the comics now with Spider-Man lately.
What's happening with that?
I like Nick Spencer's run. I like that there's this
Yeah.
demonic villain that knows Peter Parker inside and out. Spider-Man has some connection to him. He's basically being the puppet to all the villains lately and pulling the strings. And new one, we got Scorpion on the cover with J. Jonah Jameson, so that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then the new Fantastic Four, we got Doctor Doom on the cover, which is great. So if I could show this briefly, hold on. We got a beautiful Doctor Doom cover.
That is gorgeous, especially with the eyes.
Amazing cover. And then we got a great Nick Spencer is writing this, and that's the Scorpion. That's like the that is great. And I think that's Swarm on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The bees, swarm. I think that's Swarm. So that I want to see. I want to read. Because
I'm going to ask, have you seen the Reign of the Superman yet?
No.
Right. I'm not going to say anything else, but you should watch it.
I know I got to get caught up with stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no.
I'm just going to say this, Joe. Watch it back to back with the Death of Superman.
Okay.
Just watch it back to back.
Drinking from my Guardians of the Galaxy mug, by the way. James Gunn! He should have did the third one.
I can't wait until James Gunn starts showing more of Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
But I don't know when the filming's that is happening, but I've also seen a behind-the-scenes picture of Bad Boys 3.
Yeah.
Just Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing we've got to look forward to.
I got to say that I'm very excited when we have a new year. There's a lot of stuff. I love planning. Just like you're planning your first arrival, your stuff. Mm-hmm. I am planning book signings and for my new arrival, which whenever that's going to be, or two, never know. But I love developing books like you do, and just get it all together and designing the cover and all these. You don't even understand. I'm very excited to see what this one's going to shape up to be. But while this one's already done, I'm going to be doing another one. So that's what usually happens. I go right.
How's that getting on at the moment?
Well, at the moment, we are about 45%. What happened was I did the book 13 that was originally book 13 was put to the side, and I had adapted to do something else, which is now the new book 13, which is completely different from the other manuscript. The other manuscript will probably be book 14, I'm not sure, but this one is darker, and this one looks right now to be having the 13th spot. Although, the way my mood swing changes, with different emotions, it may go back to being another book, and book 13 may be book 13. I don't know yet. We'll see. But it's developing nicely. Writing again, had a little break, and now I'm doing that. So all this stuff in the background with the book signings, with people wanting to carry the book, with people just putting them on the shelves, excites me and it inspires me to do more. So that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to be magnified to do more. And also, this is going to be a Who-less year. No Doctor Who, so there's not going to be any of that on my attention span. So that's going to be
pass the time.
No, so maybe I'll create more and do stuff like that, and hopefully this will be your year. We get to see your first piece.
Well, can I say anything about my story without spoiling anything?
Here's the thing: you can say whatever you like to say, but I would not say anything to anybody, and because it's your first book, you don't want to give it away too much, but maybe just leave, be teasing a little bit.
Okay. Well, I just want to say my mother's been reading the first 5 chapters as my test reader, and she completely loves it. She's amazed of how well I can write.
Right.
And a friend of mine who's editing it for me, we're getting there to a point, but I'm yet to read it back myself. My mum's been telling me about all the mistakes that I've made in that. I have been going back and correcting parts. But I just don't want to fall into a trap of I write myself into a certain position and I can't get out of it.
Right. Well, don't even think like that. Because when you start thinking, you give yourself a headache when you start getting...
Yeah.
Just forget about that. Just
At the moment, I've got novel 2. The prologue for novel 2 is there, but that's subject to change.
Well, here's the thing. What will change is the moment you get it released, the moment it's out there, the moment you're doing signings, the moment you're talking to people, the moment it's promoted, the moment it's been out for a little while. You may decide to go in a different direction. You may decide everything will be influenced. What's up, Scott?
Nothing.
We're in the Everything Show. We're with Alex.
Hello, Alex.
And I'm back.
He's back. So so that's the thing. It's the weirdest thing. You could be listening to a song on the radio, or you could be seeing the colors of the sky, and your whole type of ideas and concepts could dramatically change.
Yep.
Because something will stir in something, and then you will start writing like crazy, and you may even, like I did with the last book, I started writing dark and differently, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to, that's it. It's going to be something different.
Or here's another one. You've gotten this great idea for something. You go watch a TV show or a movie, and even though you thought your original idea was just prim and perfect, because you just think of a different direction to go, too.
Yeah.
Or you could watch a Doctor Who episode. You could watch a Doctor Who episode, Frog Level number 9.
Yeah.
And think that people that big are writing crappy episodes that you could do better.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, that is on my to-do list for the future, of write a Doctor Who episode. That's a long way off.
Yeah.
But, the thing is, this is my first book, but this is the first time I've ever reached, so many chapters. I've attempted it in the past, but I've only got...
So what motivated you to do it?
I don't know. The idea just sprang into my head all of a sudden. And I haven't got a lot to do in January, so I thought, might as well get it out done with.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Getting your stuff done. That's good, man.
But, Joe, I just want to ask you, is there any tips to give me if the book gets released and it does very well? Is there any tips to make sure I don't fall into a trap or something?
Well, one thing is don't analyze yourself too much. Don't start like here's the thing. Everybody's opinion, constructive criticism will affect you. But don't take things too personally, like, you know, you messed up your book, or you have to think of it as fun and not a job.
Yeah.
The moment you start thinking it's like a job or homework, you will never finish it.
Yep.
You will scrap it. You will leave it there. You will look at it. You have to be in the mood. Whatever gets you in the mood, music, whatever, aroma, whatever thing, you got to do it. You got to finish it. Because that's the one thing, that's the worst thing ever. The worst thing ever is not that you just never do a book, period. The worst thing ever is having the whole book there and you don't finish it.
Yeah.
More than not doing it at all. Because it's like you just stopped. So you got, if once you're doing something like that, you got to finish it. You got to get it out. You got to finish it. You change your mind later on, that's different. But get it out. I mean, who knows? Maybe you might have the mindset, oh, I don't want to do 20. I don't want to do 20 books. I only want to do 2. And then I want to do
that way you can
else.
go off and
do
a separate thing altogether.
Like I do, my books is all a series, right?
Yeah.
But I've said at some point in time, I'm going to do my sci-fi book. And then I even said I might want to do a horror screenplay or something. Like there's like different things I have in the background, you know?
You did mention on the cast that you wanted to do a Spider-Man comic.
I have a list of things I would love to accomplish.
Yeah.
One of the things that I, wanted to do at some point in time in my life, because this is the thing, you evolve gradually. So whatever way you think in your head, you're going in the right direction. So for me, it will be books. Then from books, it could be movies, or it could be whatever. But because Spider-Man is my favorite character of all time, I would love to see myself writing, getting my hands on the keys to the kingdom, and plotting the legacy of my favorite character known to man, and writing, having in my hand the rights to do Amazing Spider-Man comic eventually. Like Dan Slott did it, now Nick Spencer did it. At some point in time, I would just love to be able to do that. And my thing is that I would love to build myself up so big that I get to be a household name, a known name. And then I can go to, like a bargaining chip and say, hey, I've done all this. I really want to do Amazing Spider-Man. And then it's like, if there's a vacancy and if there's a thing and they want to give me a shot, but I want to build myself up first because, I want it to be where, when I'm gone, people will say, you know what? He said himself that he wanted to do these amount of books. He did. He said everything he set out to do, he's done.
Yeah.
And this is his legacy, and that's it. I want to do what I want to do. And maybe it's a bucket list thing. I don't know, but it's something that I would want to do before I die, sure, but it's the thing that in my heart, of course, I would love to write for Doctor Who also. That's a thing.
I would love to do a collaboration with you on Doctor Who.
Maybe.
We'd probably best script dinner.
Might be. You never know.
Yeah. But have you ever heard of a TV show called Mobile Suit Gundam? It's a Japanese.
Heard about that.
Right.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of it, right? I've loved the whole concept of how they did it. That's one thing on my bucket list to do in the future, my own series.
Okay. But see, my list is so weird.
Yeah.
It's not the same style. Like, I could want to write what I write and screenplays and everything. But then, because I'm a fanboy, I would love, besides doing like Spider-Man or Doctor Who, I would just love to write like Friday the 13th movie or something. It's like weird. It's like, it's like, I don't care. Like, Star Wars, this, even if stuff that's not even known, like Puppet Master.
Yeah.
creating like a little writing a script for a B movie. I don't care. Like it's stuff that I love to do. Being in a movie, like I was very. Remember Scott?
Yep.
I was so tempted. The last time, if I had it.
Today was the last. Yeah, today was the very last day for it. So next thing I get to do, so tomorrow, either between tomorrow and Friday, I'm either going to go up to FedEx or I'm going to hand my stuff off to my sister, have her help me do some stuff.
Yeah. I like that picture you showed you trapped behind the, should have had a coming soon sign on there.
I got zapped in a time warp. What the hell happened?
Yeah. I don't know. We were sitting here waiting, and we thought you were holding your breath till Jodie Whittaker was left the show.
No. No. So something just interfered with me today. All right. So anyway,
yes.
I just have all these weird things I want to do. Like, may not be weird. Like I said, like I was very close that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puppet Master had this. What was it called, Scott? Indingo, whatever. One of those things where you raise money for the movie, right?
Yeah.
And even I said it to Sharon at the time. I was so tempted to get the money to pay for it so I could fly out there and be killed with one of the puppets.
Yeah.
Because I love, these guys. It's so weird. Like, there's all the stuff that I love, and these guys, they're chilling. They're like,
Yeah, they look cool.
They're just. I grew up with these things, and I would love to actually be in a damn.
I still remember. I'm trying to remember if it was. Oh, geez.
They're all here. They're all like chilling.
Was it Hellraiser or Freddy? It was either Hellraiser or Freddy. I forget which now.
Right.
But a buddy of mine from North Carolina, she said her roommate got to be an extra as a dead body, and the way you could tell who it was is she wore one of her necklace. She wore a certain necklace.
Right.
But I cannot remember to this day.
Yeah.
If you asked me maybe several years ago, I'd say, "Oh yeah, it was this, and this." But
right.
I just remember it was either the Hellraiser or the Freddy.
So I love that stuff, and it's like I'm a fan. So I would love to like be a part of that stuff because I like horror too. Besides the sci-fi, besides time travel, I like all different things. Favorite monster is Godzilla, obviously.
The trailer for Ghostbusters 3.
We talked about that.
Okay,
and I gotta tell you, I'm very excited because, but I'm worried too because is Bill Murray in it? Because
at first when I did it, I thought, okay, is this a teaser trailer for an actual movie or is it?
See, the things that I've seen said he's in it, but I didn't see anything from him saying he's in it. So I want to know if he's in it because if he's not in it, then I don't know. But I mean, it's going to be it's no matter what, it's going to be set in the original universe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sequel to Ghostbusters 2. It's going to be in the present day. It's going to be about the Ghostbusters. It's going to be a new team, I'm sure.
I wonder if they're going to pull it from the extreme, though.
I'm like 95% sure there's going to be a new team in place, passing the old team.
I kind of need to see the extreme Ghostbusters because
I think Oscar is going to be a member. I don't think they're going to do that.
Popular, they put her in the comic book.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be Oscar as a member.
Yeah.
I think that Egon's real life, Harold Ramis's real life daughter.
Yeah.
Is probably going to be a member, and then they're going to have maybe the children of Ernie, Winston or
Winston, all the rest of the group.
Hmm.
Oh, it'd be funny if they did a little nods to Stranger Things.
Yeah.
No, wow, I don't think they would do that.
I mean, not directly, but I think
I know.
Funny.
I would love to see a cameo with the State Park.
The kids should be in it. The kids should cameo in it.
Yes.
Like they go into the set or something or whatever.
That or they've got the TV set on, Stranger Things is on.
Right, or something. That definitely should be. That'll be weird.
I'm going to ask this. Do you think Slimer's going to be in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't miss him.
I think, 100%, I think. But I here's the thing. I am rooting for a big villain. And I'm saying if you're not going to have the return of Gozer and Zool, or even Gozer, Zool, and Vigo all together, and I need a new villain that's big, not a shitty villain.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the villain guy in 2016. I was right, he's a ticket, I'm sure, or whatever the frig it was. I want somebody huge. Remember the cartoon? It was like that pumpkin one.
Yes.
Sam Hain, whatever. I want a big villain, huge, huge, fucking Gozer threat type of shit.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. I don't care if they tie it all in.
Anyway, guys, I'm sending you a link to something because this was announced today and I can't stop laughing about it. You've got the link come through.
Space Force Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how that's going to be. I mean,
I don't know.
it's not The Office, so I don't know.
I know Brian Patullo, I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong, from Coffin Comics. He's talking about Hell Witch about an hour ago, so I wonder if it means he's going to be sending off all those comic books that everybody put money in to have made. Because I was one of them. I put $20 in. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because every time in the past, it's like, oh, damn, you guys timed it.
Let me ask you a question. What is it? They need money to make the comic?
Well, it's pretty much one of these starter things now.
So he owns Lady Death and all that other stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
He owns it. It's his character, but he can't make comics?
Well, he doesn't. He's pretty much broken off from whoever made it originally.
But he's not allowed to make them, or he has to make new stuff? What does he got to do?
He makes new stuff.
But he can't make Lady Death anymore?
No, he can. He can.
Wow.
This is just the new comic. This is just the new comic
so
itself.
He's making his own comic imprint.
Yeah. He did a Lady Death thing last year, about 3 or 4 issues, and then he's got this witch thing here up this time around. And
right.
So.
All right, I'm gonna send me a link to that. I'll take a look at it. We'll see.
I shall.
All right, we have to go for now because I'm getting company all of a sudden. So, okay, but we'll be back later if
I'll
I'm
be
around.
back in March, people.
All right, see you later, Alex. Bye, Scott. Take care. Bye for now.